Hey guys, so long story short, I'm just going to explain to you why your answers in this section might be different than what Big Ideas is telling you, and it'll only be off by a little bit. When we're in class, you know, hopefully by now, that we would only be using a four-function calculator. We used a scientific when we needed sine, cosine, and tangent. For the rest of the year, we would have been using a four-function once again. So a four-function doesn't have a pi button, so we would be using 3.14. So you noticed, hopefully, in the videos, if you haven't watched them yet, then you'll notice eventually that we use 3.14. Your book would use the pi button. So the pi button is the non-rounded value of pi, 3.1415926535, yada, yada, yada. Forever and ever and ever. Keeps on going. That was my ... Goes sideways. Sorry. So the reason that this matters, we use the rounded version. When you round in the middle of a problem and then you multiply things by the rounded amount, you are going to be off by a little bit. So like an example, the circumference equals pi times the diameter. Let's say the diameter is 5.5 feet. In class, we would be doing 3.14 times 5.5, which would give us 17.27. However, your textbook would use the literal button of pi, so it would do pi times 5.5, and you would actually get the rounded answer, 17.28. I would go back in and check to see what your answer is. If it was correct using the non-rounded version of pi, or the rounded version of pi, 3.14, you would get the points back. So if you see that you keep getting these wrong, but they're like so close, like, this is literally $17.27, $17.28. It's off by 1 cent. I would go back and give you those points. You can use the pi button if you want to. There's one on your phone. If you have a scientific calculator, then obviously use that. But on your phone, if you turned, I know about iPhones. I don't know about Androids, but I'm sure there's some way to do it. If you turned your iPhone or tablet or whatever sideways, like horizontal, you would have more options on your calculator, and pi is one of them. So that's just an update. If you have any questions, please feel free to come to Zoom. They're at 4 o'clock on Mondays and Wednesdays.